For their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he did throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
On the slant, here's Collins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Stroud going to give the marks. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
First and 10.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On the play.
Now Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. It's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And 8 yards to go.
Here goes Stroud again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Now Lawrence. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Able to push his way through. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Powering forward. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Jaguars offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. A pickup of 2 yards.
A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Lawrence setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Lawrence to throw. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
9 yards.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Lawrence.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He completes this to Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lawrence will throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
Here's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Ken Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
To try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston set to take over. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. They set up the screen. Marks.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Stroud.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Quinnen Williams. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Ryan Rico now,
as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
The Jaguars offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Complete to number 86. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw.
Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Jaguars.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he's got his man on the out route. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and goal, Jacksonville.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Bashal Tootin,
His 1st touchdown on the year.
and the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I hope you're feeling okay. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Dell. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. From the 43, here's second down and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And Stroud now to throw. Caught left side. Here's Dell. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is taken around the 12. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Jaguar first down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. the ground. It's Marks to start the drive.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Marks.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
Open man is Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Now Stroud. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Oh, spinning away. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A gain of 11 on the play.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Now Lawrence.
Open man right side, Myers. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jaguars first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jacksonville.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Well, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Lawrence going to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on Indianapolis. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Cardinals come away with a victory. They win by 6. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. And when you've got a running back like this, just let him do his thing. Bijan Robinson. He gets past the first wave of the defense, and the race is on. The Falcons win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's put down at the 31. A gain of 6 yards.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 46 yards.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Jaguars.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Walker.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Jaguars first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
On third and goal, Lawrence. That's going to back them up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's fourth down.
Fourth and goal.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now out comes Houston. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll begin on the ground with Marks.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
From out of the gun, here's Marks.
Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Here's Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they get to Stroud. Nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Checks this down to Marks out of the backfield. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Stroud looking to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught by a diving Thomas. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for our Jaguars.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to Walker on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Okay, so take the nice run off the board, an illegal block in the back, and they'll be forced to try it again. On play action, Lawrence. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence finds Tootin out of the backfield. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
a long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Play action. Here's Stroud.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Stroud to throw it. They'll swing this out to Marks.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, they get to Stroud. Nowhere to go, and he goes down. Quentin Williams. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A nice little juke.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been 1 step ahead of this defense all game long.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st down, Jaguars.
Now a run with Walker.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jenkins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 19.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
Hand off here to Walker. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd down and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Kenneth Walker.
His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Texans 3.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Pretty move. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Stroud out of the gun here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
That's complete to Dell.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
And Stroud now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Stroud.
Open man is Higgins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's get a spot right in midfield at the 50. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The 20, 5, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Ken Walker, that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Yards on the play.
Now Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here goes Stroud again. They set up the screen, Marks.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Third and 1.
They'll try and run forward Marks. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And the Texans first down. First and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Quentin Williams. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Stroud looking to throw.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Devin Boyd on the coverage defensively.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Jaguars, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.